Gregor Mendel was born in 1822. He was born in a small village in the Austrian Empire, now part of the Czech Republic. His family were simple farmers. Despite their modest means, Mendel's parents recognized the importance of education. They encouraged him to learn. Mendel excelled in his studies, showing a keen interest in the natural world. He was particularly fascinated by plants and their growth. His thirst for knowledge led him to enroll in a program at the Philosophical Institute in Olomouc. Financial constraints, however, cast a long shadow over Mendel's academic aspirations. His family struggled to support his education. Determined to continue learning, Mendel made the difficult decision to enter the Augustinian Abbey of St. Thomas in Braunau in 1843. He became a monk at the age of 21. The monastery provided Mendel with more than just financial stability. It offered a sanctuary for intellectual pursuits. Surrounded by scholars and with access to a vast library, Mendel immersed himself in his studies. He focused on botany, physics, and mathematics. In 1846, Mendel was ordained as a priest. His duties included teaching at a local school. He taught natural science. His passion for knowledge and his innate teaching abilities shone through, inspiring his students. It was during this time that Mendel began to cultivate his own scientific curiosity. He set up a small experimental garden at the monastery. This simple garden would become the birthplace of a scientific revolution. Mendel chose the common pea plant, or Pisum sativum, for his experiments. It was an inspired choice. Pea plants are easy to grow. They have a relatively short life cycle. They also exhibit a variety of distinct traits that are easy to observe. These traits include seed shape, flower color, and plant height. Mendel meticulously crossbred different varieties of pea plants. He carefully controlled the pollination process. He painstakingly documented the traits of each parent plant and the resulting offspring over multiple generations. His meticulous record-keeping, a hallmark of his scientific approach, would prove crucial to his discoveries. For 8 years, Mendel conducted his experiments. He grew and analyzed over 28,000 pea plants. Through this meticulous work, Mendel began to uncover the hidden laws of inheritance. His findings would challenge the prevailing notions of heredity at the time. Section 4. The language of inheritance, dominant and recessive traits. Mendel observed that certain traits, such as round seed shape or yellow seed color, appeared more frequently in offspring than others. He called these dominant traits. Traits that seemed to disappear and reappear in later generations, like wrinkled seed shape or green seed color, he termed recessive traits. Through his experiments, Mendel deduced that these traits were not blended in offspring as previously believed. Instead, they were passed on as distinct units, which he called factors, from one generation to the next. Today we know these factors as genes, the fundamental units of heredity. Mendel's groundbreaking discovery was that each parent plant contributes one factor for each trait to its offspring. The combination of these factors determines the offspring's observable characteristics. This principle became known as Mendel's law of segregation. Section 5. A legacy revealed. Mendel's posthumous recognition. In 1865, Mendel presented his findings to the Natural History Society of Braunau. His work, however, was met with indifference. The scientific community at the time was not ready to grasp the significance of his discoveries. Discouraged but not defeated, Mendel continued his work as a priest and later as the abbot of the monastery. He died in 1884, largely unknown for his contributions to science. It wasn't until the turn of the 20th century that Mendel's work was rediscovered. 3 independent scientists, Hugo de Vries, Carl Correns, and Erich von Schermach, each working on different plant hybrids, stumbled upon Mendel's forgotten paper. They recognized its brilliance and the foundation it provided for understanding inheritance. Section 6. The enduring impact Mendel's gifts to modern genetics. Mendel's laws of inheritance revolutionized the field of biology. His work laid the foundation for the science of genetics. The principles he uncovered provided the framework for understanding how traits are passed down through generations. Today, Mendel's legacy extends far beyond the humble pea plants he studied. His work has had a profound impact on medicine, agriculture, and our understanding of life itself. From genetic counseling to the development of disease-resistant crops, Mendel's discoveries continue to shape our world. Gregor Mendel, the monk who toiled in obscurity, earned his rightful place in history as the father of genetics.